Hello, my darlings. Welcome to Misabled Cooking. Thank you so much for joining me. Today we are making my mom's hamburger casserole. So, it's a dish that my mom used to make us all the time. It was one of my favorite meals growing up, and I thought it would be perfect to start with. First, you need a pound of hamburger, a can of cream of mushroom soup, some minced garlic. You can also add a chopped onion if you want. I just didn't have any at the time that I filmed this. A carrot, you can also use baby carrots, and some potatoes. Any potato that you like. I wouldn't recommend red potatoes for this because they're a little bit too waxy for this sort of thing. I have a bowl of water here that I'm going to slice the potatoes into. It will help with the starch on the potatoes. This is a mandolin. It is a great tool for slicing really easily, and it makes it, for those of us who have a hard time with our wrists, it makes it a lot easier. That's a Kevlar glove. It will help protect your hand and help keep your hand safe. It's cut proof. So go ahead and grab one of the potatoes. Make sure you're in a comfortable position and just start sliding back and forth along the mandolin. It will give you perfect slices. Right now I'm doing it on the third thickness. So it's a little bit thicker cut on the potatoes. And then just continue doing this with all of the potatoes. I only did 3 of the 4 that I had here, and I still had too many. But better too many than too little, as I frequently heard growing up. Okay, so then let's go ahead and peel the carrot. I got a pretty thick carrot here, so I only needed 1. If you have a little bit of a thinner carrot, then go ahead and get 2 or 3. And I'm just peeling it here with a double-edged peeler. One side smooth, the other side's raised. Can't remember the word for it. And then just throw away the trash. Make sure you have trash. Again, I'm using the mandolin, same thickness, and I'm wiping off the potato juices because nobody wants potato juice carrots, I suppose. Right now I'm cutting the carrot. Same theory. I didn't use the water because they don't have that starch content, but I am cutting the carrot on a bias, which I didn't do with the potato. So just go ahead and slice the carrot. When you get a good pile underneath, you're going to need to move it to the side or it will catch on the mandolin, as you see there. I cut up the end of the carrot and snacked on that because I love fresh cut carrots. They're delicious. Sneaking a bite in here every now and then. The chef has to snack while you're cooking. It just makes things easier. So here we are going to go ahead and saute the garlic a little bit. It just makes it a little bit more fragrant. Here's some olive oil, and I'm just going to put a little bit in the pan. The pan is set at medium heat, so not terribly hot and not too bad. I like to get pre-minced garlic because peeling garlic and then chopping it up is really hard on me. It's really hard on my fingers and my wrists and just trying to get that all done. And then my hands smell like garlic for like 3 days, I swear. So I get the pre-minced garlic, and I am a big fan of garlic, so I'm doing a heaping tablespoon of garlic. You don't have to do this much. You can do just 1 tablespoon or even none at all if garlic's not your favorite. As you can see, garlic is my favorite, so it's a flavor I like to be a little bit predominant rather than an undertone. So, sorry about the little bump. That was my cat jumping on my table. When you're done sauteing the garlic, get it to like a light brown and then put it on a plate on the side so it doesn't burn. This is when you would saute the onion if you wanted onions. I have hamburger chubs like this, so I cut off the tip, and then I'm going to put a little cut in the end so that vacuum is broken, and it will come out a lot easier. It's a little trick I've picked up over the years. Throw that away, and then go ahead and break up that hamburger and get it into small pieces. You don't have to go crazy on this right now, it's going to get browned and everything, but we're just trying to get more surface area on the pan so that we can get more Maillard reaction. Add a little salt, a little pepper, season your meat. And right now we're just getting some browning on that hamburger and getting it so it's nice and tasty. This is a wonderful invention that I have found on Amazon. It's an automatic pepper grinder. Grinding pepper by hand is really painful for my wrists. So this is wonderful. It's got an odd blue hue to the light at the top, which makes things look fun. Go ahead and move that hamburger around. Once it's brown, turn it over, and once it's all browned, go ahead and add that garlic back in. You don't have to worry about getting the hamburger fully cooked at this point because it is going to get baked in the casserole, so we just want to get that browning. And we'll go ahead and mix that all in, and now we're going to add the cream of mushroom soup. My trick for the tabs is I use a sturdy spatula to slide under the tab and lift up. That way I don't hurt my fingers trying to lift it up or my nails. And from there it's a lot easier because it's already got that lift on it. If you guys want, I can totally make an episode on how to make homemade cream of mushroom soup. It's really easy and it's really, really delicious. But for this first episode, I thought that would be a little bit much, so I decided to go with the canned variety. Whatever canned variety is your favorite, it doesn't have to be a certain brand. Go ahead and turn the heat back on and get that mixed in and get that soup all melted and, not melted, but soft and pliant, and get it all mixed in with the hamburger mixture. And from here, we're gonna taste our hamburger mixture just to make sure that the salt content is where we want it. This one was just a little bit, just needed a little bit more, as you can see in a second right there. A little bit more, so I'm gonna add just a touch more salt and a touch more pepper to make sure that we have that seasoned properly. A lot of your flavor is coming from this mixture, so you want to make sure it's really good and really well seasoned. From here, just mix it all together and make sure everything's combined well. And then here comes assembly. So I'm just going to get everything situated where I can reach it easily. I get the carrots caught. I bumped my camera and I got the carrots caught. So the carrots were just causing problems. I just have this little bakeware casserole dish. It's just me that I'm cooking for, so I'm not doing a big batch of this. I'm just doing a little bit. What you want to do is just put a little bit of the hamburger mixture on the bottom. This prevents sticking and helps to not burn the bottom. We're going to do a layer of potatoes on top of that. And you want to kind of fill in the gaps, but it's not crucial that you have like a solid layer, but you do want a good amount. And then the carrots, again, you don't want like a solid layer because you want that hamburger mixture and the cream of mushroom soup to be able to soak down between the layers, but at the same time, you still want a good amount of carrots in each one. We're going to put the hamburger layer on top of that and just start on all over. Keep going up through the casserole dish until you either run out of the hamburger mix or run out of room. Usually I run out of the hamburger mix because I'm generous with that. I got another little bite in there. And then you can either scoop out the hamburger mix if that's too heavy or too unwieldy for you. But I'm a little bit lazy, so I just dumped it out. Go ahead and if you don't have a lid for your casserole dish, go ahead and cover it with aluminum foil and let's go to the oven. We're going to cook it at 350 degrees for 1 hour. And this is your lovely hamburger casserole. It's delicious right out of the oven, but if you want to freeze it, you can absolutely freeze it, and it's great with a bit of ketchup on top. That's my favorite way. Thank you guys so much for joining me for my first episode. I'm super excited to start this new chapter in my life, and I'm excited to have you guys with me. Thank you so much, and love you!